What we're showing on the screens is standard practice in animal agriculture, what we do to the animals for meat, dairy, eggs, and other industries that exploit animals. Have you ever seen the footage of what happens for meat, dairy, and eggs?
Yes, I watch it on YouTube.
Yeah? And what do you think, man?
It's outrageous, it's crazy.
Yeah? Are you against animal exploitation yourselves? Do you find that morally wrong?
Yeah, I do. I was reading something, I was watching in China, where they eat the dogs and eat the puppies. You've seen that, right? I know you've seen that.
Yulin Dog Festival.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's insane.
But you know, it's interesting that pisses you off. But cows, chickens, pigs, fish, do you have the same response?
No, I don't.
See, that's interesting. Because if you really just question why it is that we feel that way for a moment, you'll realize that you've been conditioned and programmed by society's lies.
Right.
And we really have to ask ourselves a really important question. Why do we have discrimination against some animals, but then other animals we have total empathy for? A dog is no different to a cow. In fact, if you look at a cow, they're just a big dog.
Yeah.
And if you look at a pig, they're actually more intelligent than a dog, and they're actually more equipped to be friends with animals. Many farmers say that. Farmers' children actually say this a lot because they're running around on the farms or like the babies. And they're like, I love the pigs, I get along with them so well. And they said, don't get too close to the pigs because one day we're going to kill them.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
That's how the conditioning starts.
Right, from
we are learned discriminate. You know, this is the first form of discrimination that we're taught as human beings. Before racism, before sexism, it's speciesism. Have you ever heard that word before?
First time.
Speciesism is where we choose which species we give a fuck about. Your parents will tell you to eat chicken, eat cows, eat fish, but leave the dog alone. Make sure people treat them kindly. If you see someone kicking a dog, fucking knock them out. Yell, call the cops, right? Same thing with a cat, same thing with a chipmunk, same thing with a dolphin, monkeys, certain animals we have empathy for and we give a fuck about. And we get taught that from birth. And children grow up confused. We grow up confused. Okay, wait, hang on a second. Okay, so just eat the chicken, that's food. Okay, fuck the cow. But dogs, okay, I'll pet the dog. I love this dog. This dog's amazing. Right. All right, but fuck these other animals. Yeah.
Pig, fuck that, right?
And then
Right?
That's crazy though. He makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
When you have discrimination for non-human animals, you'll find it easy to discriminate against humans even easier. Because if you can learn to respect the rights of a chicken, or even a fish, or even an oyster,
You respect everything.
you can learn to respect the rights of anyone. Yeah. What do you think you'll do about this?
So what can we do?
Have you ever heard about veganism?
Yes, I have.
So being vegan means that you no longer have to support these injustices, that you no longer support animal exploitation. So it's as simple as being vegan, right? That means that you buy the plant-based meat option and everything plant-based, and clothing plant-based. Don't support zoos. Don't support products that are tested on animals. Have you seen what they do to those monkeys and rabbits and dogs? They do the testing on dogs, by the way. If you care about dogs and monkeys, don't support animal testing. I mean, all of this is abhorrent, but I mean, even within that speciesism that we have.
I am when I see something happening to animals. I get really sentimental. I start getting mad and everything.
You should, because they're innocent.
Yeah.
What have they done wrong to us? What has a pig, chicken, or turkey ever done to us?
Nothing.
And it's fucked that they can't help themselves. It's true.
It's, you know, most people can understand that bullying is wrong.
Yeah.
How is this not bullying?
That's right.
We're using our power over them
right.
in an evil way. Just because we can, and that's the only excuse that people have. We can kill them and eat them. That's why we do it.
Yeah.
People say.
That's the only reason that you can.
Right. What's the justification otherwise? Can you think of one?
No, absolutely not.
So, you know what the #1 benefit is of being vegan? The benefit for you, obviously the benefit for them, is they no longer have to be exploited. But benefit for you is that you no longer have to have this on your conscience. Think about that. You no longer have to have the blood of innocent animals who are vulnerable on your hands. You can wipe your hands clean of that today. When have you ever been offered the opportunity to walk away and stand up against an injustice like this, where you can end a massacre of 3 trillion animals a year? And all you have to do every day, 3 times a day, maybe 4 times a day, you make that choice that is between vegan and non-vegan, and you make that vegan choice, and you just ask yourself if you'd like to be in the victim's position if you find that choice hard to make. It makes that choice much easier to make. But that's the number one benefit. You no longer have to have this on your conscience, right? Morally corrupting you. And then the second benefit is the environment and your health.
That's right.
The leading cause of environmental destruction on all fronts. So if you want to live in a world where you have green rainforests and clean oceans and clean air, and you want to enjoy the earth with your friends, your family, your children one day, you've got to make choices every day that takes that into consideration. We can't just wish that world into existence while making choices that support the direct opposite of that. You know? Being vegan is the most impactful thing you can do to drop your footprint all the way down. It's actually the greenest thing that you can do on the planet as a human being, is to be vegan. And the health aspect, it's conditional, but if you do it right, you eat a whole foods, plant-based diet, you do a little bit of research, it doesn't take much. In fact, on this card, I can show you where to do that research. You can add years to your life. You can reverse.
I want to do it because my daughter, she's diabetic, so she's, you know, right?
Right.
And she needs to eat healthier.
How old is your daughter?
14.
And she's already a diabetic?
Yes. She's 6 years old.
Okay.
She was diagnosed when she was 6.
Right. So
we already have to buy her foods, you know, like
vegetables and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry you're dealing with that. And so let me show you. nutritionfacts.org. Okay. Please visit that website for yourself and your daughter's sake.
I will.
As long as you do a bit of research, you can make a plant-based diet work for you. And make it, and it's been scientifically proven to be the healthiest diet on the planet. Much healthier than a non-vegan.
I was reading about it. Kim Kardashian wrote an article about it.
Yes, she's been promoting it recently. Yeah.
Wow.
I was reading.
Yeah, she went fur free recently, which was a big thing.
Yep.
You know.
Yesterday.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
Yeah, I do a lot of reading, so
how do you get into like? How do you know, into that and stuff like that?
Well, if you want to join us, you can volunteer.
Can I?
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love you to volunteer with us. Do you live in New York City?
I live here, not too long, not too far from here.
That's fantastic. We're here for a whole week. Why don't you come and join us throughout this week?
Oh, well,
we're here every day. We're here every day here in Astor Place up until Thursday or Friday, and then we go over to Flatiron Building. You know where that is? Flatiron Plaza. Anyway, you can find out online on this website.
Come every day.
Every day I walk through here.
Okay, well we're here from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. right here.
So,
every day until.
Who would I talk to?
So all you do is go onto our website, cubeoftruth.com.
Okay.
Get some information, but also I'll just tell you what you do right now. Dress in black.
Dress in black.
If you've got black clothing.
Yeah.
Just come in black. We have shifts that go for 3 hours. You go to this gazebo and sign in.
All right.
Just check in. The shifts start at 10 until 1, that's the first shift, then 1 till 4, then 4 till 7, 7 till 10. So there's 4 shifts. You can sign up for 3 hours. You can do as many shifts as you like. You can either stand inside what we call the Cube of Truth. That's what initially had you stopping.
Yeah.
And then, or you can do outreach, which is what I'm doing with you right now, speaking to people.
Yeah. Making them aware.
Yeah, just educating people on what they need to know about this issue.
I want to do
And we only talk to people who stop, so we're not chasing people down.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Just people who want to know more about this and you know, who are open. So we'll talk to those people.
All right, man.
I'm definitely going to do it.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Definitely going to do it?
I'm definitely
Like I said, man, it was nice meeting you, man.
Much love.
That's going to help me.
Let me just quickly tell you about what else is on here, because I never got to show you this. Dominion, you can watch on YouTube. Now, if you really want to understand the true extent that human beings have been exploiting animals, go ahead and watch. It's dark, but it's the truth. If you really want to understand what our species is doing to other...
As soon as I get home,
if you want to understand the truth, man, that came out last year. That's the most relevant, most recent, and that's what we're showing. Scenes on that screen.
Look at that. I've seen that. I've seen this, baby.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
That's a stun.
Yeah.
It's a stun gun. It's an electrical prod. It doesn't kill them. People get confused thinking that that kills them. It doesn't.
No.
All it does is render their limbs useless, so that they're more docile and more controllable.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
They'll just keep stabbing them with the electrical prongs.
So when I come, I just talk to, will you be here?
Yeah, we'll be here, absolutely. So just go check out our website if you need, and
But
please
I'm
come back and
coming tomorrow.
please, I'd love to see you. What was your name again, sorry?
Myra.
Myra?
Chris.
Chris, Myra and Chris.
Yes,
All right,
Okay,
my name's
you will
Paul.
be seeing me.
All right, see you later.
All right,
All right, you
thanks.
take care.